Steve, it's great to have you with us. Thank you so much for being our guest on Just Solutions.
Thanks for having me on. I'm glad to be here.
I'd like to talk about the title of the book, How We Win the Civil War, and going back to the impetus for you to write this. And I know it all began back in early 2020, and then January 6th happened. So take us through the impetus for writing the book, the title, and then we'll connect that up to what happened on January 6th, because you addressed that right at the start.
Yeah, so I did a previous book, Brown is the New White, it was published by the New Press in 2016. And I was concerned at that point that people didn't understand how and why Obama won and what the political implications of that were. And that really his election was a result of the changing demographics in the country and an extension of the civil rights movement. And people were discounting that. So I was trying to demonstrate that there is a new American majority of people of color and progressive whites. That's the rising political force. And then the publisher came to me in 2020 and they were asking, do I want to write another book? And I said, yeah, why don't we use the Civil War as a metaphor to explain this current moment, particularly given how Trump had come to be elected, how much he demonized people of color, how much he was unapologetic defender of white nationalism. And we use the Civil War as a metaphor. And this was April of 2020. And then in January, people carrying the Confederate flag, wearing sweatshirts saying MAGA Civil War, January 6, 2021, stormed the United States Capitol and tried to stop the democratic peaceful transfer of power. And I said, well, it's not so metaphorical anymore. And then as I was doing the work and the research and really trying to make the argument, it was becoming clearer to me how the Confederates have never stopped fighting. And that really to this day, they have continued to fight for the Confederate conception that this should be a primarily white nation.